Kumbaya, my love. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my love. Kumbaya. Someone crying out. Kumbaya. Oh Lord. Kumbaya. Someone crying out. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Someone crying out. Kumbaya. Oh Lord. Kumbaya. Come by here, my Lord. Come by here. Come by here, my Lord. Come by here. Come by here, my Lord. Come by here. Oh Lord. Come by here. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Oh Lord. Kumbaya. Oh Lord. Kumbaya. Yes. If you're happy and you know, you say amen. If you're happy and you know, you clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, and you really want it true. If you're happy and you know, you clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, you stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know, you stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show. If you're happy and you know, you stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know, you say hoorah. If you're happy and you know, you say hola. If you're happy and you know, and you really want it true. If you're happy and you know, if you're happy and you know, you praise the Lord. If you're happy and you know, you praise the Lord. If you're happy and you know, and you really want it true. If you're happy and you know, praise the Lord. If happy and you know, you do a five. Stamp your feet. Oh Lord, if you're happy and you know, you do a five. Praise the Lord. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know, You clap your hands, stamp your feet, turn around, turn around, turn around. Yes. Good night, everyone. Welcome to the live tonight again. Is this another night, another time, another hour, another minute that we give God thanks? This is another time when we can say to our neighbor, neighbor, how are you? We can say to a child, bye, good evening, how do you do? How was school today? Yes, this is the time, the hour. Many have not got such opportunity. Many has been destroyed, taken out by the hands of people who are demons possessed, who have an art of cruelty. I have seen in the media where today would be that little 8-month-old girl, which is Philip Paulwell's daughter Soraya. Today would have been her one birthday, her first year on the land, her first year to see and understand the sunshine, our first year when our first birthday party would have kept. If she wasn't talking, to hear her first word, her first time saying mommy, her first time saying daddy, watch her first laugh in her party, her first time dressing up, her first time being coached to say blow the candles out. But instead of blowing the candles out, a grown adult, a grown ass adult blew her life out. From Positivity Positive channel, condolence is not even enough. But as we said, we know, or we think we know, that feelings, that wave of disappointment, that wave of cruelty that had passed on you. Especially for the fathers that stood with their children, who stood with the mother. It could be a father that has nothing to do with the life, in the life of such child. But his pictures that he posted, of course, he has only left with memories. With memories. I know the person who do it have no rest. Each time he closes his eyes, he will see that innocent face, eyes looking back at him. So even if they say, I found you not guilty, so you walk free, he is in a cage of bondage. He's walking free, but he's not free. Because he's sleeping, he will be seeing this little girl, this baby, this mother. If he open his eyes, he will be seeing it. So he will be running away from himself, whoever the person is. But I can tell you, you won't have no peace because you'll be always seeing. It's as if you turn the TV on, as if you're watching a horror movie, a scary movie, and you may be watching a movie with pleasant faces. That is enough to haunt you. Yes, those haunt you. You will never be at peace with yourself. No day. And why not? Why saying why? Why? How? If me did know, let that word become the last thing to say. No before your if. No before your if. You are not a child. Another child. A parent is responsible for the sins of your children until they reach a certain age. So your parent is not responsible, will not carry the burden of your sin onto their shoulder. You will have answers. You will have to take responsibility for your own action. Yes. For your own action, you will have to take responsibility. And do not shove it off and say, is the pen set to do it? Hello? At this point, are you disappointed in what you have done? Are you happy about it? I know you have many questions running over your mind. You have many questions. You have seen that little girl walking towards you. You have seen that little girl standing up and have a smile. You're going to be haunted by the looks of that little girl. She should be on the land of the living, but you decided otherwise. You decided, mother and child, you decide your fate otherwise. You don't give life, but you were free to take life. There is no sin goes unpunished. So you will pay what you will reap, what you sow, and you will pay for what you bought. Yeah. Anyhow, to do that, leave work today. How did you treat yourself? Have you given yourself that special love, that special hug, that special pampering? Have you pampered yourself today? Have you said, self, I love you, I appreciate you in every walk of life? Have you done that? Have you? So, if you have not done that today, find some time now and hug yourself. Love yourself. No one loves you as you love yourself. Be kind, be good, be appreciative, be glad for yourself. You is you, and there's no other person can be but you. So for those that work tirelessly. Brain work, manual work. And I want to tell you something. Brain work is even more draining and tiring, more than the manual work. The man out there lifting the stone, chopping the concrete, doing this, they work hard and they're tired. But when you have to work with your brains, when you work with your brain, you're more drained and tired. You do more work because all the brain cell is working on different things. Yeah. The man that is tying the steel is only concentrating on measuring up the steel, cut, tie. Yeah. So this is his routine. For those that are going out to work with tonight, the Lord be with you. The Lord guide and protects you. Say hi to your co-worker. Be good, be kind to them. Yes. And that's all you can give. Because sometimes the one you said hi to tonight, you may not see them tomorrow to say hi. I remember I went to work and there was this porter. As soon as I signed in and was going down, he was on the corridor. And I called to him, I even touched him. I touched him. He carried a punch belly, his belly. 4 o'clock in the morning, the news came that he was gunned down. Same man, same porter, he was on his job. I went going in and said good night. I was on 10 to 7. So I went in a bit late and he was there. I think they said he was going to do a double. And I touched him in the belly and said, big belly, what? And the next thing is the cops coming in to the house. So sometimes the person you saw today and say hello, by the time you went 2 feet off. The other day, there's a school up here where the school warden, I think they said that person working for 27 years, doing warden job. And he has just crossed over the children. And as soon as the children crossed over, stepped on the sidewalk and he turned around. It was a vehicle that hit him right on the spot he went. Just crossed the children. By the time he turned around, the vehicle was that get out of control or what? Just that minute. The next minute he was not there to cross anybody. Right there on the spot. So when you say hi to somebody, sometimes you pass and you feel like saying oh, hello this morning. And next thing when you hear, you say, Mama just passed the person right there. So, said hello, I am by. Takes nothing off you. So to all those that are working in the health facility, it's rough, it's hard, and it's tough. Hold on a little longer. Take Jesus out of the world. He'll carry you through, right through to the promised land. Just hold on. Maybe you won't have long to resign. Hold on. Or you can retire at an early age. Hold on. Teachers and student. Teachers, student, teachers, student. You have to ask God at all times to give you a heart, not like his. You have to have your own heart and your own feelings. So don't ask for the other person's faith and strength. Ask for your strength. And if you want double portion, ask for double portion. But never you said, I would like to have the faith as Job. Excuse me. Job was made for his faith. You could not manage the faith of Job. You can't manage the faith of me. So ask for your portion, your strengthening. The screwdriver to screw up your screw them. Ask for your own. Don't ask to be like the other person. And never you said, I would like to be like such person. You was given your own gift. I may be a person that speaks softly, but yeah, can partly get rough. You may be a person that is very boisterous all along. I may be a person who can quench a situation. You are the person that will set fire to the situation. So instead of it to be cool down and they say, okay, soft answer, turn it away, wrought, grievous words stir up anger. No, you come and you do something else. So you just can't be like me. You are who you are. Sometimes you adapt who you are from other sources. Sometimes you are not that person. But somebody tell us, you're soft, man. If it was me. No. Be meek, not weak. Be meek, not weak. Because some persons take your kindness for weakness, as the song said, and your meekness for weakness because they thought you're weak. You're a weak limb, so I can walk on him. No. Surprisingly. This is the meek person. Those are the ones you don't take any chance with. The very scripture tell you, when a good man is good, he is good. But when a good man change from his goodness and being a wicked person, the wickedest person you can find. And when a wicked person turn from his wicked ways, is the best person you can find. This is the person that said they live a prostitution life. And you have a lot of persons say, or they live a whoring life, or whatever collocation we put to it. And you'll hear some person say, I will never take up a whoring person or a prostitution person because they don't change. Yes, they do change. And men will tell you, you get the best wife. Why? Because they have done that part of their life already. They have fulfilled that part. They have changed. And when they tell you they change, they change. They have tried all the length, all the sizes there is to try. So when they settled, they know what is out there. They said nothing entice them any longer. No size, no good looks, no short, no tall, no middle size, no 8.5, no 2 inch, no 5 inch, no 3 inch. None of the inches them matters to them. None. They change and decide to settle with you. Trust me, they are good. They are good. It's so limited of them are gonna run up and down. No. And they were running up and down, they didn't want you. They didn't settle with you. They didn't settle with anyone. Because they chart their life that this is how they want it to be. So when they run their full length, when they have done their furlong, they're finished. And they drop the reign that they did have. And they decide to say, okay, just one person, and this is my husband, or this is my personal person. They settle with you. Yes. Yeah. So, never ask for the other person's strength. Garner your own strength. Grab your own faith. So again, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Could you tag some persons? Thank you for your support. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for those that listen on the sideline. I'm asking you to, while you listen, you can tap the like button. Give me some like while you give me some share. All the Aquarians, all the positive members, supporters, I think you're a member or you're a follower, I would call you supporters. You support me, I support you. We support each other. In so doing, because it is social, sometimes you find someone who you build up a friend. We're not talking about loyal friend because I don't know if that one existed. But depend on who you call for a friend, or who you will take your friend to. That doesn't mean you got to spill your guts to them. You don't have to tell them your business. And on this channel, your personal business, personal life, anything that will cause a disclaimer, if you put it out there, you're putting it at your own risk. Yeah. So welcome to the live again. Welcome to tonight. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Tonight, we have this one little word, and it is called disappointment. Disappointed. Disappointment. Disappointed. Not appointed. Disappointed. Now I'm going to tell you. Share with the crowd or go with the crowd who will tolerate you. Yeah. This one word, it do a lot of havoc in our life. And then, honestly, many of us cannot handle disappointment. Many persons cannot handle disappointment. Because what? They have not learned that something is just for now. Sometime it never will be. sometimes you put too much in it. Have you ever been cooking and you know what you want your food to turn out to be? You're looking for a certain taste, a certain flavor. Now it's you cooking, you know. Yeah. And you put everything together. For instance, you want fried rice and you know it to the tip. You can sleep and make a fried rice. And at the end of the day, when you're finished, you're disappointed in it because the flavor you're looking for, that taste you're looking for, did not come out. And you know when you're disappointed more, if you share it. If it is you alone, you kind of, oh Lord, you know. But if you have to share with the family, and sometimes worse, if there is a friend or somebody came to your place and you share with them, because they are going with one thing while you have one thing. It's too much of something going or too less of something going. So what you're looking for, you don't get it. And the first thing came out, I am disappointed. So you know, if it was somebody else who do it, who cooked that meal, you would have really, sometimes you want to really hold yourself and shake yourself because you're disappointed in the turning out of it. How you'll sit and you'll go over your ingredients and you look over and you say, okay, um, this is what don't bring out my flavor. For instance, garlic, who brings the flavor to the front. And you look at it and say, oh, I didn't use enough garlic. I did not use enough of. So you're disappointed. And you're disappointed that the person who you share that meal with will say, well then, oh, it tastes good. And the first thing to the back of their head, well, you can't cook. Maybe they can't do it none at all, you know. So that brings you to the disappointment. Full stop. I'm so disappointed in what I did. Yeah. You're disappointed, and because you did it, you go back to the drawing board. And they said, okay, let's do that. Some person disappointed, and you'll never maybe get them to cook that meal again. Or if to somebody, if it's somewhere they went and bought it, I will not purchase at that restaurant again because I was so disappointed. I was so mad. Yeah. Let me share a story with you. And I want you to pick out the moral of it. I want you to look at it, and I'm going to go through it very timely. Yes. I was working at a place. Of course, at the time, I held two jobs. I work one night and I work one day. So I mostly took the night. Yeah. And I worked there in a period of time. So I did a good considerable time at that spot. With the newer job, I did at the time when everything crumbles. It was 9 months I did there. Now, the person who allowed me to get that job was working in that job. They applied and get a next job. She was the one now looking for somebody to fill that space. And she asked me because it have to do with the fact that the first job I am in that have to do with that. So I said yes, work out my thing, and realize I can juggle the two jobs because I leave that one at X time. I can able to go home, get my meal prepared, get my rest, and leave by 9 o'clock, 9:30 to go to the other job. I got a call because I was not permanent in my position. I got a call from the first job to come in for an interview. Now they were going to employ us permanently. There's quite a few of us. I am a part of it. So we have to go in to do an interview, do a test. So within the interviewing and the test, this is to show how competent you are, how well you handle your job, how well you know the job. And I was working long enough. I was actually doing a course in the old thing. So yeah. I went to the person of the second job who was in the job. And I said to the person, it was on a Wednesday, I said to the person the Monday, I said, I'm going to ask you to come in because I have an interview at my first job place at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to ask you to sit in for me. She said, yes. Obedient I am, and the good girl I am. The morning I was going to the job, I stopped at the lady's house and I said to her, remember, I asked you to come. So I just stopped to remind you again. And she said yes. She wasn't working at her job the Wednesday, so she could able to come in. No, because I am so in the thing. Do not want to disappoint the employer. I went, she said to me, I said to her, I am going to register the people that are there. Took out took out their card and get them set. That was what I did. I registered all the persons that were there. I took out their card and I set out, put in some, it was a doctor's place. Take some into the doctor, have my slot, place them in the way in which they came in and out there to go in. Yeah. So I did all of that. Now I let the doctor aware that I am going to that spot for the interview. And he said yes. Um, did you spoke to Miss X? I said yes. She's coming in. I believe her. which that morning I should not be going to there. I should be leaving to go and get my interview done. Okay? When it reached 8:30, I reminded the doctor again. When it reached 9 o'clock, I haven't seen the young lady, and my eyes fixed at the door. Is she coming? No. She, I don't see her. No. And I am there like that. When it reached 15 minutes after 9, I went to the doctor and I said, Doctor, I'm going to ask you to take over because I have to leave. I have to go to this interview. This interview means much to me because I am working part-time at this place. Now I am going to be employed full-time. This is my opportunity. So I thought people see things as if I was the way I saw it. True to me as how I true to them. The doctor said I can't leave because Miss X is not yet there. And believe you me, to this moment I sat on this chair speaking to the world because it's not one person listening and it won't be one person seeing this live. Miss X have not came and said to me, you know, um, I didn't come because something happened on the road. Something. She hadn't said anything to me. Obedient I am, I sat there when I went to work. The matron said to me, what had happened to you? Of everybody that was there, we are looking out for you. That was my chance. That was my chance. When I went back, I held the position I was in, a part-time worker. The others who went, they went through their thing, they get their thing, they're all officially employed by the government. And I left out because I am trying to satisfy another person's job. I shouldn't even left to that job, but trying to be saying I am honest with them. I I has been disappointed for the longest while because this was my opportunity in my hand. How did I handle that disappointment? I hurt, I tear, I never talked to that lady. And only to what make it only had in insult to injury. The following week, that was a Wednesday, so the office closed on a Saturday and Sunday. Went back to work Monday. And a patient came in, a lady came in. She said to me she wasn't feeling sick, but she just feel like visiting the doctor. When I did her pressure was low, real low. I did it 3 times, which I know Once you do it 1 or 2 times, you shouldn't even go 3. And I got the same reading. I said to her, go down to the market, buy a beetroot, peel it, eat it, come back to me half an hour. She did just that. When she came back, the pressure went up better than where it was, because it was that low that I looked on her to see if it was a real human being standing before me, because that pressure would be one that would be taking her away. When I did her pressure, it came up considerably good. Not up to where it should be, but better than what it was. When she came and we took the pressure, I could not send her into the doctor because the doctor was doing a minor surgery. So I couldn't send her in. So I had was to do what I know can work. When her time came and she went into the doctor, which she was the last one that went in. Oh my God, man. It was the sweetest thing to sit down and lavish with doctor. And she chat and she chat and she chat. And she reason and she reason and she reason. And she behave and she behave and she behave. After she came out, okay, bye, nurse. I see you. And thank you very much. You're here. Thank you, thank you. I said, okay. Now I am at the filing machine, at the filing cabinet, sorry, filing the cards then. And the doctor came out. He brought the rest of the cards. And he stood at the cabinet with me. And he said, don't you know that I know that beetroot work for low pressure? It brings it up. But if I tell people go and get beetroot, I can't pay my rent for that shop. How will Mr. So and so sell his drugs, sell the medication? So I can't do that. I didn't answer because the only thing that runs in my mind is that if I did that, you shouldn't even worry say anything to the doctor. I put a question sign. It's for him to find out something. Okay, that was a Monday. Tuesday morning when I went to work, I was presented with a letter of dismissal. Who found the person that took my space? The same person I asked to come and sit in for me to do the interview. The interview to be done by me, and the same person find somebody for a doctor because he called her and she gets somebody. How disappointed you think? That was enough disappointment, disappointed. I cried, I prayed, I behaved as if nothing happened. Mm-hmm. And I look at those situations because this had to be mixing now. Opportunity. It's like a bald-headed woman with no hair at the back of her head. So when opportunity is coming to you, grab it. If it pass you, you can't grab it because no ear no around here for your hole. So that's why they said opportunity coming your way. Hold it with your hand. think I wasn't disappointed? I was so disappointed. I dis everything. And I look at everybody who and I was supposed to be there, move from one position to the next position and all the rest of it. And everyone that was there went that day. They quarrel with me so much. They quarrel with me. And may I tell you something? I wait on the opportunity for something like that to happen again. Because trust me, that person wouldn't be so lucky. When you have things to do not depend on anyone. That's the reason why the proverb said, if you want half a bread to buy, go buy it yourself. If you want one whole of bread to buy, send go buy it. Because what? You just want a whole of bread because the little piece that is here can serve for 2 more days. Or we just want a replacement. Say, well, and this finished one is there. But when you don't have any at all, and you go buy the half of bread. That is your opportunity. That was my job. And it took me a very long time to get back in the saddle. It makes me so hurt. As I said, I never spoke to that woman again. And she knew what she did to me. I never talked to her. And I said, if she had even came to me and said, you know, there was an accident on the road. There was something, say something. At least it makes you feel a little bit better. You would be upset with yourself. But, so I was so upset with myself. I disappointed myself. I disappoint myself to the point where it's like you would feel like you would just grab yourself and give yourself some good slaps. So disappointment, many of the times, people, persons disappoint you. You depend on them. You put everything there and they disappoint you. You talk to a man and he shows some qualities that looks like, okay, I apparently can work with it. Huh? And you start putting your all. Some ladies decide to educate the man they met that was uneducated. And as soon as they took their money and braced them and cushion them in, and they get what they wanted, they walk out and you are not disappointed. You're disappointed in yourself, in what you have done, and in the person. Because you're saying, okay, I did this, so he will be my best off until because I helped him to get the education. Nobody knew him before. All of a sudden he's now being this person, is in society, is moving among the drones. And he left you. How do you deal with it? Some persons do the unthinkable. Some person cannot deal with it. They did the unthinkable to themselves. Sometimes no level of talking and depend on how you talk to people like that. Because some persons approach the thing and said, "You fool man. Yeah, what? No, your fate is not my fate. My fate is not your fate." So how you approach the person on the situation. You are attacking the person. You are not attacking the problem. Because most of the time we are quick to say the person is telling you how they feel, what went down, and how I felt about it. Right? Boy. And you use it for a mockery. You look at the person, you're going to say, well, boy, I think you're stronger on that man. Yeah, da, 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 da. No. You only throw gas on the blaze. So it set ablaze more. So it's can, not everybody can console other persons. Not everybody can do it. And if you know you cannot do it, for heaven's sake, don't even take it on. Let somebody who is more subtle in the thing do it. Because you are going to go with negative things. You are going to throw something in. This person is disappointed. It's just like you have your child and you send it. I know this lady. Her daughter came and told her that she applied for a college, and she came and told her mother that, oh, she got through to go to the college, and that. The mother did not ask for anything to say yes, because this young lady was a big young lady in her 20s. Okay? The mother is the one going to pay the college fee. The mother gave her the money to go and pay the tuition fee, get you this, get you that, get it. Which she know. She were lying to her mother. What she took the money and do with it? Because no tuition fee was paid. And it took the mother a good while to find out, oh hell, this girl not going to no college. She weren't going to any college. She didn't pass for no college. She didn't apply for no college. Was the mother disappointed? Yes, she was. Because she's there building up her hope. Oh, Cinderella is going to, when she leave college, she get a job. And the mother was a teacher. She can get a job, and she start carve out the way. She starts seeing the way for her. She was so disappointed in the child, in the young lady. Lied to her in every way. So many times we are disappointed with our children. We disappointed with our friends. Our friends disappoint us. Once we are looking not to do such, they do it. How? How do you handle it? Have you ever think that if you've been disappointed to the point where you would do things to yourself? If you did, wash that from your brains. When you fall, you will rise again. If you're disappointed here, you will be appointed there. When I was so disappointed, and still have to go to that same place to work In the same capacity that I was a reliever part-time, there was something I had to give God thanks for. Because when I get the call to go on the hotel program to work, a person who are um, they are seeking to get person for that person. That person, they have um, a elderly person who they didn't want to go to the home and decided to stay in their own home. And among the amount of person, I was the only one in there that have some of the basic training. And I was the only one when my name was sent up to them. And when I went to the embassy, I did get my working visa. And I went back to the very workplace. And I say so to them. And they did not hesitate to give me my papers that I was employed in that area in the United States. But how long it really took me. You understand? So sometimes every disappointed is for good, not all of them. Some you struggle very hard. So I was really disappointed to the point when I got through to travel and knowing that I am not going on a joyride. It wasn't a vacation of such, but I was going into a job. My H2, my permit, took me into a job. Right? And I work. Okay? I work. And the disappointment follows. Because there's somebody who did something while I was here who I disappointed in and came under the job too. Be careful who you trust. Be careful who you open your mouth and said things to. Weigh your thing first. Weigh the consequences. Weigh the weight. Is not everybody means you well. It's not everybody happy for you. It's not everybody glorify. I am glad. I feel happy and from a good place that Miss Bucket have made it through. Yes. You said to them, oh, you know that college I'm waiting on such a long time. I just get reply from them and I am going in, I'm gonna start. And it's like, really? It's not every kin teeth a laugh. So they grin the teeth with you and you think they're laughing with you. It's a laugh of destruction. A laugh to hurt you. Because if they can stop you from going, that they will do. So it's not every time you say something to somebody and, oh yes, sister. Oh yes, my friend. Oh yes, I'm so. Lie. Keep your things to yourself. I think I did a live on something like, I did a live on that. Keep it to yourself, and the Lord will work your purposes out. You will get through on the other side, and the people who truly appreciate and happy for you, you will see them come through. You don't have to go looking for them. No. of persons that you are disappointed in. And you know the thing, when they have disappointed you, when you have disappointed in them, they chose to want to come back and to pointedly say something that nothing does. These are reality and true life stories. Many persons have hurt them. You put your last on them and they disappointed you. They disappoint you to the point. I have known of this young lady, she was working in the post office. And their boyfriend, something where it came up for him. Something. I don't remember the story exactly how it goes. But instead of talking to somebody, when she came home the evening, it's a corpse she saw there. And a Amazon buckle beside him. Yeah. Somebody have disappointed him. He have been, somebody have let him down. And that was the only way he saw to solve the problem. But guess what? The problem isn't solved. You only create more problem. And only if you could hold your disappointment, cry you want, and start think it over to do again. You hear what I said? I was disappointed in what the lady have done to me. And how I get to travel in the capacity that I traveled. Somebody knew me. And she just walked up to me one day and she said to me, at that time, his work program was running. The government did not took it over yet. People used to come down from the States and recruit people to come up. And people came up. You had this restaurant, Art and Kettle, many places because I went to Massachusetts to work. So jobs were there and persons were I came down to do recruit. And she was one of them that got her letter to go. And she said to me, I can't make it to go. And I know that you will do well. Took my letter. And the day that they were going to have their recruiting, she sent a message over to the person and let them know that I am going to take her spot. So although I was disappointed, I was appointed somewhere else. You understand? But I still disappointed in that because although I travel and I had I can travel and I went back to school and I do other things. I'm looking that I always want to work into a government sitting job. I want to work in a government job. I didn't want to work with private sectors. I want to work with a government job because of the benefit at the end of the day. Right? But dealing with disappointment is a very critical. And you will have to talk with the person to know their mindset. Know what position are they in. And you can't just throw anything at them like that. Sometimes it's better for you to hear them speak out and you keep quiet. Just listen to them. Be like the counselor. Because when you go to the counselor is you talking, you know. So you might as well, if you go to them and you have to sit down and do the talking, you might as well stay home and talk and counsel yourself. When you don't take me at that. Right? Is you talking? They may ask two questions. Is you belching out? And Lord, him did this, and there, and there, and they're listening. They're giving you a listening ears. It is not nice to be disappointed, especially when your whole being is in it. You went to get a job, you pass the interview, they give you everything, and at the end of the day, you're waiting for a call, right? You're waiting for a call, and you don't get the call. The next you know is somebody else working in the job. You're disappointed. And because of disappointment, many times we don't trust some people. We don't know who we trust. Sometimes we put a little bit of trust into when we put it in there. But if persons with this who are disappointed in certain things should come around you and you have to give some form of comfort, do not attack the person. Don't say these words. I think it is stronger than that. There's something else now will work out. Lord, man. No. Do not. You cause it. Because. No. Don't attack the person. Wrong thing. Attack the situation and how it can best solve. So it better sometimes you don't even say anything in the argument. Listen. Listen. Yeah. Children being disappointed and they run to you for help because they are frustrated. Oh, this. And sometimes what you said to them only make them feel frustrated more. Yeah. You might say, well, then I am talking and you're not answering. But you're weighing the situation, you're weighing the condition, you're weighing how to deal with it. Especially children, they are so delicate in this area. Young people, they came home and they put all their little trust in their little boyfriend. And they think it's a boyfriend. Sometimes the very first one ever plant a kiss on them. And the next they know, they are with somebody else. They are disappointed. They are distraught. They are. And your words to them is not in a kind way. So you just set them. Why did I even talk to her though? Why did I even talk to him? Because what you said is only set the matter to be worse. Not only worse, but worse. So these are delicate areas. Very delicate. Delicate to the bone. How you handle how you handle it. Immediately start looking for a next avenue. immediately start looking for a next avenue. It is with faith. Yeah. I have seen this lady. I think she, I don't even know how to say this one, if it is disappointment or what. But she have actually thrown her 3 pints away. Because she just said she disappointed because, and it don't work. It doesn't solve the problem. It only create more problem. Creator of more problems. Right? It don't solve it. It don't do any good to it. But think well in everything that you do. With your friends, careful of who you lay your business out there to. You want advice? Ask for the advice. You have some person saying, I am borrowing this book from you. And they immediately started to tell her what they're going to do with the book. Da 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 da. You want the book to borrow, all you have to say, could you lend me this book? You have no explanation. So if you want advice, pick your bottle. Advice on the book, you're going to the person who you took as an advisor in that spot, and you're going to think, what do you think about this blue book? What do you think about this book? Should I use this book, a blue book, preferring to a white, to do my notes? I think you could work for the blue because many other persons have white, and it's only a few blue I saw here. So I would work with the blue. It have a more sturdy cover, carries more leaves in it, and let that person tell you. When they give their opinion, then you can pick out from it. Sometimes what you do may not be right, may not be the right pick, but you pick out from it. Then you go and said all of your business. You just spread all of your business out like a tablecloth. And they know when, all you're going to do, they know everything you're going to do. No. It is best to surprise some people. It is best to surprise them. Yeah. Surprise them. Right? But then you want to tell me? No. I only told. I can't. Work out your business with fear and trembling. Okay? So all of us is not nice. And even we are on social media, we meet up on different characters. And when you meet in characters, it shouldn't be that you have to be taking your personal life. And I am not going to bring my personal life out here. My personal life is my personal life. I draw the line of demarcation at all times. If I should say something from my personal life and you hear it out of my mouth one time, don't question me. Don't go on the live and write asking me, so how old are your husband? What is his name? How much children you have? Didado. No. If I feel like saying it, I will say it. But don't interview me that way. Because from one question, you're going to ask me another question, and another question, and another question. So the questioning won't stop. When next you know, you took out all of your bedroom, you took out all of your kitchen, all of the washroom, all of outer door, and you spread it out here. Then when you hear everybody start dissect it, you say them are fasting in your business, no? They're not fasting in your business. You bring your business to them. You told them your business. And they have a right, because you tell them your business, be looking at your business. If they have an interest in it. If they don't have any interest in it, then lucky you, you go by. But if they have an interest in it, yes. That is the thing, I always smile at it. I smile when I hear people saying this thing. Because it sounds trashish to me. Yeah. You took up all of your business and you put cut up on your head and bring it come and help it down. And you open it piece like you're taking up pieces of clothes. And you show and you explain and you tell where this piece hung up, where that piece go, and you tell everything. No secret, no left field. Then when people use it to dissect it and dissect you with it, you make a fuss about it. No. So you have to be careful. Who you take your business to. And how much of your business you're going to spread out there. How much of it? Because you can give persons things, but how much? Even on YouTube tell you to protect. Okay? But some persons don't protect. They just keep yapping away. They forget say, hello, I have a life outside of certain things to live. I have a life. I have a life. So telling people your business and all of your business doesn't make you any popular. Because you chat until you don't know what to chat, you just keep chatting everything. 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 No, man. Must learn for all of them all 10 times. Learn to take this and separate from it what you will say and what you will do. How much of you you're putting out there. How much of you you're showing up with. I don't want to put my children there. No. I won't. I have children working places. I'm not highlighting them to the world. Right? No. They will be highlighted and you will see them and apparently you will speak with them, but you will never know that they are my children. Because your life is going to be in their private space. Let them be in their private spaces. There is a circle that you don't let others step into. That's your personal. That's personal and private. So you don't take people in every quarters, every crevice and corner. Have somewhere that nobody knows. Even if you're inviting somebody to your house. And that's another thing. Everybody pick up and invite people to their houses. Some person should never pass your gate. Some person should never pass through your gate. That's where they belong. You talk to them and send them on their merry way. People have to learn to be wise. Right? People have to learn to be wise in whatever they're doing. Young and old, middle age and all, have to be wise. Be wise. Okay? So look. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for your support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This was another night of live. And I'm hoping to see more persons turning up on the live. I will have to start tagging people. The only reason why some of you not being tagged. I have a TikTok page as well, you know. So I think I'm going to go there and do live sometimes. Yeah. I have a TikTok page. I have an Instagram page as well, but I do not actually use it. It's just there. So thank you. Be cognizant of your surrounding. Be cognizant of the persons you associated yourself with. Walk as wise and not as fools. Be quick to listen and slow to speak. Because most of the time our tongue, the scripture told you about the untamable tongue. This untamable tongue, sometimes it gets away too much. We must learn how to bridle our tongue. So going into our next day, picking up the work slot. Have your friend and treat them well. Never to them your secret tell. For when your friend became your foe, out in the world your secret goes. I learned that from when I'm in school. Have your friends, treat them well. Never to them your secret tell. Or when your friends became your foe, out in the world your secret goes. Be careful. Be strong. Be faithful. Be as meek, but not as weak. Ask the Lord to cover you, to guide you, protect you as you go from day to day, as you go from hour to hour. Your children, your family, ask for your divine protection for them. Ask for divine protection. because you're seeing some things even on the media. And if these things are not, if these things are not the disciple of Satan, then there isn't any. So be careful. Don't chant on the ground where angel fear to tread. Have yourself a blessed rest of the night. Wake up in good spirit. And remember, disappointment sometimes is your appointment. Your disappointment at most time is your appointment. So you are disappointed here, but you will be appointed there. And the appointment is always better and more successful more than the disappointment area. So be good, be strong, be careful. Love you all and appreciate you. For those that really follows, for those that are supporters, I love you. I would love to see more of you on the live. Please open your notification bell, and as I am on live, you will be notified. Please open your notification bell. Please, please, please. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was good for us to be here. We are not building any tabernacle, but we are parting in peace and in love. Thank you very much.